Alright, time for a Darius game. This will be a... Oh my god, they messed up the thing big time once again. Lovely, thank you, Riot. This will be a low elo game. I'll be showing you why Darius is absolutely incredible to carry low elo games with. Just in general, to be honest. Like, I've played him several times, Diamond, etc. But he is much stronger the lower elo you go, because people will just simply disrespect your bleed stacks, and that just allows you to get free, free resets, free team fight wins. Incredibly strong. He will carry you easily as a jungler all the way to, like, honestly, master tier if you play him well. Not gonna lie. Very strong. So I would recommend you to try him out for sure. I'll show you today how to play him, of course. The main thing that comes to, like, for damage here is just your bleed damage. It's absolutely ridiculous amounts of damage, and it will kill from, like, stupid amounts of HP. As you can see right there, like, it had so much HP left, but because it just dies to the bleed, you can just run away from it relatively early. I'd recommend, if you're gonna learn this champion, to just put a little bit of time into it, and in the practice tool, just do a couple reps, you know? See what kills, get a feel for how much bleed damage things are actually going to do. This will save you the most time possible. That's, like, the biggest thing to remember. Darius is definitely a full clear type champion. You need that XP. Not that I would recommend doing anything but full clearing if you're low elo anyway, to be honest, because that's just very consistent. So, you know, that's definitely going to help you the most. Cue that, and we just move on. For the clear, obviously your E is useless, so we're intending to go for a full clear, so we're just going to go for 2 points Q here. E doesn't really, like, the pool of this doesn't really do anything, and the armor penetration also doesn't really do anything, so, you know, there is that. Auto attack that one once, the bleed should kill. Perfect. And then we do Gromp before we do blue. The reason we do this is because the Gromp will then reset in line with the wolves. So on your next clear, it's actually not going to have to, like, force you to wait 20 seconds before you can do Gromp, which is extremely beneficial for you. Just hit the Q on the Gromp and the blue at the same time. This way you can, like, you know, get a bit of time. Okay, Shaco is bot lane. We will be finishing this clear. I don't think we're actually going to run bot. I'd rather just run mid in this situation, so that's what I'm going to do. Because this guy's low HP, and, I mean, this is a more realistic kill, unless Sivir just ends. Okay, I guess we'll just ghost for it then. I'm going to have to walk like this, and Sivir is just going to walk up. I don't know if my ghost is going to be fast enough to actually catch the Sivir, but she doesn't have flash, so there are odds. This is really annoying, because I'm just barely too slow. I just don't reach. Like, she is just a little bit too fast there. I mean, if she makes a mistake here, she dies, which she does make a mistake here, so that's good. Thank you. What a chase. We're not going to do anything else because we have to respawn here at about 4:20. So please don't cancel me. Oh, thank you. That was luck. Like, I'm not going to deny it. That was pure luck. That guy should have canceled me for sure. She would never have killed me, but she definitely should have canceled me. Oh man. Okay, I mean, it was a massive chase. This is extremely bad for Sivir, but doesn't really cost me anything because I am currently catching the tempo at about the right pace for all my camps to respawn anyway. We're not going to walk for scuttles. We're not going to do anything of that nature. But walking over here and just getting the camp respawns now is going to be good. As you noticed here as well, I walked like this to cut her off, so the only way she gets the run is in bad territory for the Sivir. If I try to chase right after her, she might be able to just, like, walk left, and then I would obviously get kited, and that would not be good. So that's why I cut her pathing off to make sure it happened nicely. W is an auto attack reset, and just make sure you put the bleed on the big one in the camp for the most part, because the small ones will die to the bleed, like residual bleed damage from the Q and your pet, obviously. As you can see, I'm just clearing my camps now as they respawn. And this is very important. Always try to catch the respawn time. So you, like, did the entire play. That first sequence respawns at about 4:20-ish. A little bit faster. A little bit slower on some champions, depending how fast you are. And now, as you can see, the Gromp respawn because we did the Gromp earlier after the wolves instead of doing blue first. Otherwise, we'd now have to wait for the Gromp, and that would not be good, obviously. So this is why this is very helpful to us. And then that will die to the bleed. So we're just going to run away from it and see if we can maybe go bot. Maybe it's warded, maybe it's not. We're just gonna hard face check everything because the likelihood of things being warded in low elo aren't very high. Very good. That is why you just like boldly face check. If you just assume you can just go for it, like generally you could just go for it. It's a pretty sketchy one. You might think, oh, that's worth it, but they have to have map awareness, which doesn't really happen until they at least reach platinum, is what I've noticed, honestly. And they'd also have to like be fast enough, right? I'm just gonna do dragon while this is going on. I don't think Shaco can do much about this, but who knows? He is definitely toying with Jinx. Objective take priority, so I'm just gonna go for this. If he tries to fight me now, I'll be hitting 6 here, so... Off the dragon, I should hit 6 at least. There it is. Okay, he did go back here. You saw him there. Right there, I lead with the Q, because if Shaco has a way out, it's better to lead with the Q and then auto-attack W, since that's a lot faster of a thing. It's much easier to flash the Q, or Q the Q, or anything of that nature, because it's like, it has a wind-up time, whereas an auto-attack W for an instant auto-attack reset doesn't. So that's why I lead with Q there, and then off of that, I can then, you know, auto-attack W for the auto-attack reset and get 2 quick hits in. Especially with Hill of Blades, get the 2 quick hits in, but, you know. Let's get this, and boots. Basically, the first item we're rushing here is going to be a Stride Breaker. This is going to give you the chase potential you want, because the active from this gives a lot of movement speed. It just does a lot, it gives you a lot of movement speed. And movement speed is the thing you need the most on Darius, because you need to be able to get those hits in, and then you need to be able to transition those hits into resets, right? So that is why you want the movement speed. That's in the wrong button for me. Okay. Go. Let's hit this down. As you can see, all of our camps are respawning. And now the Void Grubs are up, which is something you can take, but currently I have no mid priority. And if you don't have any mid priority, going for an aggressive play like that can be extremely risky, especially when you just have every single one of your camps up right now. I might as well not risk the Void Grub play here and just go for my camps instead. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do this, clear this. Don't have priority here, so a 2v1 is fairly likely. And also have to respect the fact that this is low ELO, as I said. And Ryze might not even rotate in the first place. Heimerdinger might not even rotate in the first place. And it will be very bad for me if the mid priority is that different. So that's why we're not going to go for the Void Grubs in this position. And we're just going to clear the rest of our camps since it is up. And we want to prioritize getting good camp tempo for ourselves over a risky objective like that. If the both my laners were completely shoved in, there would be a higher chance of me going for the objective. But even if you then just decide to finish the rest of your clear, it's completely fine, because that is a lot more consistent, generally speaking. So that is a choice you can make, but in most cases, just consistently clearing your camps is very good. See if I can do this. Gonna wait a little bit here for the wave to walk just past this wall, so I have more vision. That's very dumb on my part. I should have smited that. That was bad gameplay. If you want to get rid of, or if you want to hook a Sivir or anything with a spell shield, you should always just smite first and then hook, which is just bad gameplay for me right there. But that's something I'll show you now, because this guy's walking up anyway. I'm just going to ghost here. I'm just going to start hitting Sivir. Hill of Blades. We smite, we ult. And we kill this guy. Perfect. There you go, disrespected my bleed. But that's why, like, the Hill of Blades kicks in, you get the bleed stacks faster, and then instead of actually, like, just ulting on the spell shield, we just simply smite the spell shield and don't be an idiot like I was last time. Which is all you have to do. Now, on Void Grubs, if you want to clear these, all you have to do is just spread out your bleed damage. You need to make sure everything gets bleed constantly. So this way they all die quickly. This will be the fastest way for you to clear them. So always split your hits and just let your bleed do the work. We get the Void Grubs. Not in time to actually get the 6 Void Grubs anymore, but yeah, it's fine. Walk out of the box radius and just... I was about to say, did he just steal my scuttle? But my bleed got it, we're fine. Gonna have to danger ping in that vicinity. I mean, I can in this situation. Okay, he's dead. Never mind. I was about to say I can help him, but no, that guy dies. Our camps are all respawning, so I might as well just clear my camps again. Dragon in 50 seconds, though. So if you see this happen and your camps are respawning and you're planning on clearing, It is better to now, for me, clear my top half of the jungle so it cannot get counter jungled, and then I just simply reset to spend my money because I have a lot of it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to do this. After this, we reset. Then out of base, we can clear the bot side towards the dragon and try to play for the objective. I might even just run out of base straight to dragon because these two camps are kind of defended anyway, since I am going to be in that area. This is definitely a steel caps game. I'm going to be in that area regardless. So for Shaco to then go behind and take these camps would be nearly impossible. And that's why, like, this would be counter jungleable technically. But this isn't. And now I can just play for the dragon on spawn, since I do want to keep the objectives in mind as much as possible here. Camille is recalling. Camille did TP bot there. I think I could just... Oh, there's the Shaco. I want Camille to back before I walk forward, because if I don't have that, that's going to be a problem. He flashed over the wall. Yep, he has to respect me at this point. I'm not going to keep doing the dragon, because I do have to respect the entire enemy team here. But now he doesn't do dragon at least, so now I can just clear my camps for a second and, you know, move on from there. Wait for my team to be back on the map before I try anything. Didn't walk too aggressive there for the Camille either, because I don't want to die to Camille. Get the level up from the one camp there, put this on the right button. He doesn't have flash anymore. I mean, I'm surprised he's running Shaco with flash in the first place, but I guess that is a minor detail. Okay, now my laners are back. Bot lane is getting some priority, some pressure, so I'm just going to do the objective. It is going to be very, very hard for this guy to fight me. Like, Sivir had no HP, bot lane has no priority. Shaco has no flash, no health. Like, it's pretty free. Yeah, no thank you, Shaco. I knew you were going to try that. Good. Hook him, auto attack, W reset. And we just... Actually, I could kill this for 50 gold, right? 25 gold. Okay, this thing gives me another 25, right? 30. Cool. Good money. I'm not going to go walk for wolves here because this is now respawning and my Krugs and my Raptors will respawn relatively soon as well. So it's better for me to just get my topside camps again and make it a smooth line instead of like putting my wolves at the most random respawn on the planet. We're going to make it nice and in line with the rest of our camps to keep it nice and smooth for us, right? So that is what we're going to do here. Yeah, as you can see, farm very good. Like, Darius is doing some serious clear speed. Like, very serious clear speed. Kills looking good. Team is kind of dying, but that's not a problem. That'll happen in any solo queue, to be honest. Not even specifically low ELO, just randomly anywhere. Alright. Heimer is getting clapped. I wonder if that kills. I think that should kill. That's fine. I don't really have a desire to go top lane here, to be honest. Bot side camps are up. We are hitting level 11 soon, so I'm actually trying to finish level 11 here to get that value. Like, level 11 is absolutely huge because the extra ult rank is absolutely huge, right? When you're engaging something, well, by the way, like auto attack W for the slow, and then it makes your Q easier to land because this slows for 90%, so your Q follow-up is going to be very quick. We now go mid because we see Sivir going very aggressive here. Okay, again, no stupidities. I think my bleed may have killed, but the smite definitely kills, so we're just going to smite for the kill just to be safe. I'm not going to take his cannon. And now, I mean, walking for Gromp isn't really worth it, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, that dude's probably dead. Hey, Shaco. Good day, sir. Perfect. Come on, get back here. Obviously, you need to wait a little bit for the ult damage. There it is. Boom. Finish him off. Perfect. Alright, so what I focus on there is I just kill the Shaco first to get my ult stacks, to get my passive stacks up, basically. If you get the kill on the target, you'll always get the full stacks. But I stack my thing up on Shaco, and then we just chase the Camille with Ghost, and we're chilling. Then after that, I want to always kind of check the enemy jungler's camps and see if the blue is up, see if there's Gromp up, etc. I like doing that because that gives you like the chance to deny them camps. You have the priority for that moment. Oh. Okay, I do have to be a little bit careful here, actually. Okay, he gets that. That's fine. I should not be disrespecting Shaco here. Oh, close one. Fair enough. I'm not going to go too aggressive in this situation because I just have way too much money. It's not worth it. We buy the Sterax. This is like the most default thing you should always go for. Oh, excuse me. You should always go for Stridebreaker into Sterax. Very, very strong because Darius has one of the highest base ADs in the entire game. So this will scale very well on the bonus attack damage side. So it gives you very good HP, tenacity, a massive shield, and a lot of attack damage because it scales based on base AD for how much it gives. What is this FF vote? Excuse me. We're fine. Every single one of our camps is respawning and the dragon's respawning in 1 minute here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to clear our entire jungle once again and play for the dragon as it spawns. So this way I'm keeping up good jungle control. Now my team is losing for the most part. They are dying a lot, but that's all good. Like as long as you keep up good consistency, as you can see, I have such a massive CS lead over that Shaco because I'm just using Darius or abusing Darius's clear speed. Like he clears so incredibly fast. And you can just walk away from camp so early that it's just nothing he can do. Like, he cannot compete. He literally cannot compete with his clear speed on this champion. Okay, well, Heimerdinger is getting absolutely murked. That stunned me from that, really? Okay, well, that's not going to give me an assist. Fair enough. Oh, man, my nose is very itchy. Also, another thing, by the way, more than half the people who watch my videos aren't actually subscribed. So if you are enjoying the content, a subscription would be greatly appreciated. If you are already subscribed, hitting the like button would help me a lot as well. So if you'd please, get the ult on that. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the rest of this one. We now, like basically here, all we want to do is we just wait for Dragon. We do not smite the Scuttle Crab there. Because if the Shaco smites it, that gives us a high likelihood of him like not having smite for Dragon right after. He might have 2 charges on it, to be fair. But I am not going to smite that just to always have my smite for the Dragon. Get this. Perfect. You tried a little bit too hard there, buddy, to get the Dragon. That's something Kai'Sa should have just given because I'm the jungler. There's nothing she can do. Like, I'll have smite advantage anyway. You do have to make sure that you keep your smite, though. Okay, we're going to do this because he might walk bot side. No? As you can see now again, like I killed the Shaco earlier, right? So now I'm just looking to see if I can take his camps again. Like I'm always trying to look to see if I can take his stuff. By this... You are not serious. That is the absolute dumbest thing you could have done, buddy. And you are dead. Why did he try to fight me there? I was about to say, my topside camps are going to be respawning again soon, so we want to reset here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then we go for Warmorks next. This is basically the build you can always do. Just Stridebreaker, Sterax, Warmorks. Very, very, very strong setup. Because Warmorks gives you 15% movement speed out of combat. Which allows you to close the distance very easily. Plus these 2 items give a lot of HP obviously. So you're going to be put over the threshold. And the regeneration from Warmorks, the passive regeneration, is incredible. Because it gives you your like ability to go in and out and then heal back to full, etc. So you can very easily stay on the map for fights and it's not going to be too much of a problem. Okay, so we do have a Rift Herald here. Why are we trying to last hit my camps again? Rift Herald wants to ideally be used on the mid turret if it's not already dead. And this mid turret's basically dead. So side turrets at this point are worth 700 gold each. So that is the ones I'll be going for. I'll do the blue first. Okay. I mean, Camille's gonna shove, and I think I'm just gonna use the Rift Herald. I'm just gonna use it right here. Hold the wave here as well, and then just push for turret. Get the level up from the wave, and then just click this, and we go for the turret. Camille can shove that turret, but I'm just gonna use the Herald. Since I had to use it kind of anyway, we're just gonna use it on this turret right now, and that should be fine. Okay, just hunt, like, be a little aggressive towards the Kai'Sa there. That should kill, perfect. You don't have to wait for 5 stacks. If you have enough damage and you know something is going to kill, that'll be fine. I cannot go for this because that Rift Herald's basically dead. It's still got another bounce, so we're happy with that. Might be able to get my ult reset on the Sivir still, so we're going to look for that. I don't know what spell shield she has. Okay, just ult because resets, you know, whatever. Alright, let's go for this turret now. Right there, I just made sure to use my Rift Herald to, like, actually hit a turret. I was able to kill the turret for 700 gold on the side, as you saw, so it was very good value. And we're looking very good right now. At this moment in time, again, I want to look for as many of Shaco's camps as I possibly can, deny him as much as I can. Like, every single camp I can take from this guy when you have any kind of advantage is extremely valuable. Because this just widens the CS gap more and more and more the more you do this. Strikebreaker to finish off the small ones there. And then we have a lot of money, so we're just going to look for the reset. The dragon's going to be in 1 minute 40, so we definitely want to make sure, again, we were there, clearing towards it, in the vicinity, whatever, to make that a good play. Do I actually need the armor penetration here? I probably don't. Nah, look at them. We're fine. We're just going to go Death's Dance then. You can go more defensive as well, by the way. Like, I'm going a pretty offensive armor item here, but you can go a very defensive armor item as well. They're mostly physical damage, so armor is definitely something I want. I can go Death's Dance here. I'm ahead. I'm doing well. If you feel less confident, I guess is the way to put it, just go like Thornmail. Very solid item. Deadman's Blade, very solid item on Darius as well. Like, those types of things are something you want to look for. So definitely, like, don't have to go for a super aggressive armor item, but, you know. Good day, Camille. I'm not going to let her jump over the wall there. That's why I was walking close to it. I mean, you're not strong enough to beat me, so it's fine. She has 16 kills? Huh. Okay, maybe I should pay just a little bit more, I guess, the aggression or something. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing absolute work, but I guess the Camille is as well. Fair enough. Alright, dragon again. That's kind of what I'm playing for here. I'm really trying to make sure we can go for this dragon as soon as it spawns. Check the red here as well. So objective control, extremely important. If you're doing well in the game, objective control will carry you through games. Because, I mean, if your team is trolling, like my team is basically trolling, honestly, having the objective control is absolutely huge. That is close. You're kidding. I want you to note something here. This is why Warmox is strong. I just lost a lot of health in that situation. Okay, well, this is something... That guy's dumb. I might actually die to Camille now because I didn't get my HP regen. Ah, yeah. Okay. I should not have tried to save my Rise. That was my mistake. My team does get the dragon, so I'm happy with that. But I should never have tried to save. I keep forgetting that just don't save your teammates. Like, it's just not worthwhile. So that was on me for sure. Okay, so Camille physical. I mean, she does a lot of true damage as well. I think the best thing I can do here is just neglect magic resist, obviously. Usually you wouldn't do that, so something like Spirit Visage here could be great. Force of Nature is an amazing item because it gives a lot of movement speed for Darius as well. But it's just not going to be worth it in this situation, in this game specifically. So we're not going to do it. We're just going to go for another armor item here. And this time around, we'll go for a defensive one. That was kind of dumb on my part. Like, the way I would have been able to win that is one, Camille didn't have ult, then the fight was over. Or just use my Warmox to get back to full HP and I can probably win that fight as well. But it's either one of those two. And the way I did that, going back into half HP, was not very smart. I'll give her the kill. I could have ulted that technique. I need to go bot lane because no one else can hold the Camille. My team's getting kind of clapped here. This is not great. I can't defend both. Like, I actually have to go bot in this situation. Is my... Okay, just get the Camille here. It's fine. That slow actually hit me. That's kind of disgusting. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna stand close to the wall so she can't get away that easily. Okay, she does get over that one, sadly. Do this. I just don't hit that, really. Hit the hits with the Hail of Blades. I just cannot reach this Camille in time. That's very annoying. Mobility too good, man. What can I say? The jump, the way the ability to jump away like that is very sad. Might be in this bush. Is in that bush. Flashes forward, rise, my boy. Relax. Can you cage them? What are you doing? Why doesn't he use his cage? I don't understand. I'm so confused. So confused. Why didn't he just cage him? Did he cage his spell shield? Might be possible. Camille's a hard chase. Like, I do win that fight, I think, but it's a very difficult chase. Just gonna hit the turret. What is that? What is this? Okay, this is not a problem. Let's just hit the turret, please. Get the turret out of the way real quick, and then now we abuse the Warmogs. I'm not gonna be stupid this time around. I'm actually gonna let my team die for the healing, because I will not be able to fight on this HP against that Camille. So just let the Warmogs kick in. Look at this beautiful HP regen. Now we could just walk back forward again. Give my team the kill. I wasn't gonna Q or smite or stride break or anything, because I'm very strong already and my team needs it. I think he went up. Jinx is pushing there. Another thing to note about Darius, if you E something, it'll always prioritize an auto attack on the champion, on the champ you're going for. So you never have to. Give me 1 second here. That is a good timing there, buddy. So you never have to actually manually auto attack something like that. All right, just finish him off and we're fine. So if you hook something, it'll always auto-attack the champion for free. So hook, let it auto-attack like just by itself, and then click W is definitely a way to go. Last item here, I would have gone for probably a Thorn Mail in this situation. Honestly, the healing reduction is kind of nice against that Camille. So that's most likely what I would have opted for. And boots are replaceable because, like, especially for things like Force of Nature, Deadman's Blade, things that give you movement speed, you can replace your boots for it. I have like a full item instead of the boots. But yeah, that was it for Darius. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to like button below, and I will see you guys in the end game stats. All right, so for the end game stats here, I ended up doing 29.3k damage, which is the most, but not by such an insane amount like Camille, which is logical because Brand, Heimer, and Rise actually just have a lot of champion, like they just do a lot of AoE champion damage. So this does add up fairly quickly for them, of course. Camille had a harder team than me, I guess. The only like real advantage I had over this Camille, which is why my jungle advantage is better, is because I just had like every single dragon, and those dragons added up to make my team strong enough to the point where they were stronger than her team, and it won me the game essentially. So the dragon control, the objective control, is extremely important to be able to put your team at a higher standard, at a higher base power for the extra dragons and everything you got right, to be able to compete and actually be useful, even if they're inting, even if they're making mistakes. They will be stronger, and that's why objectives are super valuable to try to time around. I had 8.5k true damage. This Camille had 16k, which is not very surprising. Camille's true damage is a lot more consistent. Objective damage at 45.4. Again, just that dragon control. I had 4 dragons this game, I think. So I had the soul, I believe. So that's very good. Healing done, 23k. Damage taken at 44.5, which is the most. Self-mitigate another 47.3, sorry. Also the most. Camille and I kind of had a 1v1 or something. Kind of what it looks like here. Gold earned 17.1. Actually, I won by 17 gold against the Camille as well. This is just that farming consistency mostly. Obviously, we both got a lot of kills, but in order to compete properly, I got a lot of that consistency, right? Like I made sure to reset for my camp timers. I made sure to just clear consistently, get the gold income, get the experience. Very important. For the runes, Hill of Blades did 60 hits. This is just very good for your bleed charges, bleed procs, basically. You can get more stacks on the target much faster. It's just going to allow you to win those skirmishes much more convincingly. A cheap shot for about 1100 damage. Eyeball collection for the extra AD. Relentless Hunter for the movement speed. Again, you're taking just movement speed as much as possible, right? You're taking Relentless for the movement speed, Strikebreaker for the movement speed, Warmogs is there for the movement speed as well. You want to be able to get in range and have enough movement speed to do damage. And then we take Triumph for the HP restoration and the gold, and then we take Cut Down for the bonus damage. It's better to have the bonus damage when they're high HP because it puts them lower HP faster into a potential ult execution into resets. So actually having cut down is going to be the most valuable when you're going for kills. You can go last stand as well, which is extremely solid on Darius, but I like going cut down a lot more to put the target lower faster, because if you're doing well in the game and you're snowballing, last stand will lose a lot of value usually, whereas cut down actually becomes more valuable. So there is that. But yeah, that is it for Darius. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys again tomorrow with another video. Bye.